Another review of the game today. Arsenal's 2-1 win against Bournemouth. They got there in the end. They made hard work of it. There was no need to really. At 2-0, we looked in complete control. They got the late goal back, Bournemouth, and it gave them a chance, really. The game should have been wrapped up from early. I thought we were much the better team, to be honest. We controlled it for large periods. But this is the FA Cup. Sometimes, they only need one goal and they get back into it. But we're through. We're through to the next round. We play Portsmouth away in the FA Cup, so decent draw for us. Good opportunity of getting through, and yeah, job done in the end. I suppose the negatives of that game are the injuries. The injuries seem to be piling up at the moment, and of course, conceding the goal was a bit disappointing. I felt like we should have kept a clean sheet there. Mustafi came off injured. So another injury in midfield. In my opinion, man of the match today was Bukayo Saka again. I think Saka, to me, looks like he could possibly become a left back. I don't know how many top quality wingers he's played against yet, but brilliant goal from Saka. Got the assist as well. Eddie Nketiah chipped in with a goal, puts a little bit more pressure on Lacazette. Of course, he's struggling to get a goal at the moment, and then the young lad comes in and scores. I was a little bit surprised Arteta didn't make the third sub a bit earlier. I thought Lacazette might have come on. Their defence looked poor, and I felt like he would have had a good opportunity of scoring. Let's have a look at your chats. Big up everyone in the live chat. Big up everyone who watches after. Let's have a look. RV says hello, Guno. He's saying RV. I grow says yo Curtis. Big up. Akakazi said Tobias played well, already had more impact than Ozil. Yeah, needs a bit more game time. John P, no replay. Woohoo, mini preseason coming up. Yeah, they need a break, man. Because we're getting so many injuries. Jordan Abraham, what a goal from Saka. Brilliant goal. Al says the ref was despicable. Was he poor? Yeah, he weren't great, I suppose. Let's have a look what else. Somali Kenya channel says, Curtis, you're a good striker. Why did you leave football? Lots of reasons, mate. I'll do a video about it one day. John P says Saka will end up in central midfield. Not sure. Bert Shade says, yes, Curtis, how's it going? Just a quick question off topics from the game. If you was in charge of transfers and could make 3 signings in this summer, who would you add and what would your starting 11 be? I'll tell you quickly who I would add. I would go for Upamecano. I think he can be, somebody for the future. I would go for Thomas Partey, as I think he can be a beast in midfield. And I would still look at Wilfried Zaha, personally. They'd be free. There's more, but Pablo Mari transfer failed. What do you think? From what I've heard and from what I've read, this deal isn't just totally off. It looks as if the plan was always for him to go back to Brazil after his medical. He's going to go and say goodbye, sort things out, whatever. There was a disagreement over the fee. You don't know what's come up in the medical. Maybe Arsenal saw something in the medical that they weren't happy with, and they may have wanted to change the price, which isn't ideal. But apparently he still wants to get the deal done. So I still think there's room for this deal to get done. So I wouldn't, but if it doesn't, it's embarrassing, because are you telling me we can't afford a £7.5 million deal, which is crazy, man. But let's see what happens. All right, let's have a look what else you're saying. Chris Owens, Bournemouth weren't great, but decent result. Nice to see Saka and Eddie getting goals, definitely. The young players were excellent today. I thought Saka, as I said, man of the match. I felt Guendouzi was very good today, very composed on the ball. I thought Joe Willock showed good energy in there. Who else? I thought Martinelli was good again on the left. They all did well. Jens Gazarin said Fabian Shaw should be a player we should go for. A good centre back he is. John P. Bayake won everything today. First game back after time of injury. Good centre back. He did look good today. Avil Ben Haim looks like an Achilles injury for Mustafi the way he landed. I mean, I don't rate Mustafi, but the last thing we need is another injury at centre back. The Saint says Martinelli was awesome. I thought he was good again. When he got a chance to really run at that right back, he paced him out loads of times. Arsenal Forever says Saka man of the match, 100% for me. Closely followed by Guendouzi, I thought was very calm. I seen the little nutmeg as well. Zolo 2009, Saka is the best young player from the academy I've seen in a while. Yeah, I'd probably agree with that. Maybe since Bellerin when he first came in, or Jack Wilshere. That nutmeg from Pepe says Akakazi. Yeah, the little in the first half was it? I think he nutmegged him. Wizard of Doom. Saka is a great backup on the left. Listen, I think he could make that left back spot his own. Robert Oskarsson. Good evening, Curtis from Sweden. Feels good with a win today. Saka or Guendouzi man of the match. I think Guendouzi was excellent. The only reason I've gone for Saka is the goal and the assist. I think puts him slightly ahead, but I agree with both of them were brilliant. So Ali Osman says, hello Curtis, how are you doing? Leon Hyman, good all-round performance today. Saka was man of the match and Martinelli was great despite not going 3-3. Yeah, he didn't. The goal wasn't important today. It would have been nice. Ricky Arbula says, big up Curtis. Guendouzi's positioning has improved a lot and Martinelli and Saka on the left are the highlight of the game. I love the little chest bump celebration that they do as well, man. They've got a real connection there on the left. Abigail Wright says, imagine Tierney and Saka on the left. Yeah, but, I think it could be Saka and Martinelli on the left, to be honest. Let's have a look. Kwani Deng says, Mustafi was outstanding. His injury caused us a goal. Oh, so you mean him coming off? Yeah, I think... who was it? I think Holding got on the wrong side. Got on the wrong side of him. Yeah, I'm just going to replay. Yeah. So it looks like yeah, it's sloppy defending for their goal, to be honest. Yeah, not great. Ben Selby said the board has a disagreement over 7.5 million. Yeah, it's not great, but I still think that deal will get done, I'll be honest. Bert Sade said, a lot of respect to journalists saying Aubameyang to Barca this week, 58 million. A lot happening behind the scenes. Barca just sold Perez to Roma to free up wages and Vidal is going to Leipzig. I don't see Aubameyang going in this window. In the summer, possibly. Billy Schmidt says, get in a win. Mustafi did good tonight. Saka fantastic. Eddie, Joe, Guendouzi all look good. Mikel getting a tune out of a man we thought was crap players. Bless Curtis, bless man. I hope you're alright. Definitely improving. Omar Yahaya said, perfect birthday present for me. Big up Omar, happy birthday, man. That's all you can ask for, man. Arsenal win. Robert Oskarsson, any news about Mari? As I said, I think this deal will still get done. Abigail, right. I hadn't finished my comment. Yeah, sorry, I don't know what happened, man. It stopped there as you was writing. Chris Owens, love seeing Saka and Martinelli building chemistry together. Whether Saka plays left back or left wing, that's a partnership that could thrive for years. The Saint says Mari flown home to await Arsenal bids. If you check, a lot of people are saying out of Brazil that they've now come to some sort of agreement. Apparently, he was supposed to train today with Flamengo, and apparently, he sort of pleaded with the club to say, look, I need this move. I want to go to Arsenal, and I think there's going to be movement on this. So the medical's been done, the paperwork's been done. It shouldn't take long to get done. I think they'll negotiate the deal. Once you get pictured like that, Edu with the player, getting greeted at the airport, the deal has to be done. Otherwise, they have to bring in an even better centre-back and say, an opportunity came up to get someone better and we moved on. Guna Talk, Let's Talk says, Rob Holding asleep against Chelsea with a hopeful cross, and again tonight he needs to wake up. Yeah, something's just not quite right about Holding since the injury. Looks very lacklustre. James Younger said, much love to Curtis, taught the things you... Yeah, man, respect, Bridget, you don't know. Billy Schmidt, man just gone back to Brazil to pack and say his goodbyes, I think. I agree, I think he'll be back in a couple of days. I think that deal will get done. Bert says, this board needs to pull its finger out. If they want Upamecano, Barca buying Juventus, Chelsea will be after him in the summer, we'll miss out. I don't see him leaving in this window, to be honest. Alavangi said, Pablo and Flamengo pulled out of the deal. Nah, the deal's not off. Read what people are saying. The clubs are still in communication. I think there's a disagreement. As I said, has something come up in the medical? Has another player come up? These things happen. Sudakar said 3:30 a.m. here. How was the game? First half, absolute complete control, 2-0 up. Second half, Bournemouth huffed and puffed, and they got a goal back that was a little bit soft, really. It was just a poor goal to concede, but overall we were comfortable. John P. Curtis, do you see the links with Lamar and Rodriguez as proof Arteta wants an Ozil replacement? I hear DC United might take him off our hands. Personally, I don't see Ozil going until the summer. He may even stay till the end of next season. As I've said many times, 350 a week. Who's going to take Ozil? Robert Oscarson, I'm out, guys. Has to get up early tomorrow. Big up, Curtis. Respect, Robin. I'm always supporting. Let's have a look. Dennis McVeeve says Holding has been shockingly bad, not just out of sorts. Just gives the ball away all the time. Defensively gets caught out of position. Fortnite Rule says, hi bro, do you recognise me, bro? From the name Fortnite Rule, it doesn't ring a bell. I've seen you in the comments before, but remind me. It all turns to dust. Xhaka's suspect with the passing, and Holding needs to wake up. Salute Curtis Shaw, respect, man. Xhaka, just giving the ball away across his own box a few times, and Holding does need to wake up. Ali Osman said, Curtis, where do we finish this season, bro? I think we'll finish around 7th, 6th, 7th, somewhere like that. But we're not looking. We've got a long way to go in the Premier League. Abigail Wright says Tierney and Saka left, Bellerin and Pepe right, Martinelli through the middle. Future Arsenal in great hands. Love you, Curtis. I appreciate that. I like the sound of that. I still think we need to try and keep Aubameyang. If Aubameyang was to go, we'd have to sign a striker. The Saint says Ozil keeps taking that check and smiles. I can't blame him, man. He's good business for him. Carl Ball said, good game. It's just a shame we didn't score. We could have quite easily scored more, I'm assuming you were saying. G. Will says, Curtis, Pepe's wasted on the right. He needs to be played on the left where he has more of an opportunity. Maybe. He just doesn't run at the fullback enough for me. It's frustrating to watch. Let's have a look. Bert Sade says, Curtis, pass this message on to Robbie, please. Want a realist show on AFTV with yourself, Claude, Graham, Lee Judges, Kenny Ken. Give the fans what they want. Yeah, man, I'll ask him, Send him messages, man. He's there. Social media replies to a lot of people. Matt Deckers says, do you think Arsenal can win the FA Cup? I don't see why not. But we need the Europa League, in my opinion. But I'll be happy if we win the FA Cup. Adam Geiger Jr. said Xhaka is better as a left-sided centre-back in a back three than he is playing as a CDM. It's interesting because every time what Arteta seems to do is what Man City used to do, where Saka bombs on at left-back and Xhaka drops into like that third centre-back role, so he's covering him at left-back. It's interesting. It seems to work well, apart from when Xhaka just gives the ball away. Let's have a look. Lucky Doob says, what's up, Curtis? What are you saying? Tom McGurn said, job done into the next round. Great chance of getting into the quarterfinal and good momentum for the rest of the season. I don't know if you've seen, we've got Portsmouth away in the next round. So Laura says, settle an argument. For me, Leno is better than De Gea. I'd say on current form is better than him. Overall, not sure. De Gea's been poor for a while, though. Bert Sade said, what's your thoughts on Pepe, Curtis? Rate his start to his Arsenal career out of 10. 5 or 6 at the most. He's got to do a lot more for me. I need to see goals from him. He needs to run at the defender more. Omar says we were tired in the second half. I agree. Matt Stecker said subscribe. Big up, Matt. Big up everyone in the chat. Hopefully you've all subscribed to the channel. Keep supporting as well. Michael Thomas, Leno, not better than De Gea. Yeah, maybe it's a bit early, but he's in better form than him. De Gea's been poor for a while. The Saint says Pepe's fine, guys. Give him time. He's doing okay. He's got to score more goals. Be a bit more of a goal threat for me. Basil Eldo, think Jack has been asked to play risky passes through the lines. I don't mind that, but it's the sideward passes that are the problem. You look, he just plays balls across his own half. I don't mind you trying to play passes through the lines. Ruthless Schooner TV, big up, man. Everyone check out his channel as well. Says, hey, mate, great channel. Keep up the good work. Big up Ruthless Schooner TV. Check out his channel as well. Tim Sear said Ceballos over Ozil. I agree with that. Alavanji said United paid 7 million for Vidic. Can we get a quality centre back for a small budget? They're out there, but it's hit and miss. And for every 7 mil top player, you'll probably find a poor one as well. Regular said looked like we were playing for possession in that second half. I think they just thought they were going to control the game really. Mujib Ahmed said Saka is a certified baller. Great start to his career at Arsenal. Abdi says hi, big up Arsenal forever. We look so much better without Ozil. I don't want to keep bashing Ozil, but yeah, I just think we moved the ball quicker, and I think we have more speed in our team. Reginald Perry said, "Am I right in thinking that Pepe doesn't seem to make runs into the box?" He doesn't actually make many runs into the box. Maybe the service needs to improve. I'm going to do player ratings now. Put in the comments what you think for each player as well as we go through the team. Martinez in goal. I give him a 6. I thought he was okay. He made one good save, coming out for crosses and missing it a little bit. I reckon he was okay. I'll give him a 6. Some of you giving him bad ratings there, by the way. Go to right back, Hector Bellerin. I thought Hector was all right tonight. I give Bellerin a 7 against Fraser. I think Fraser's one of their best players, and he kept him reasonably quiet. Kept up his good form from the Chelsea game. Go to left back, man of the match for me. Saka, I'll give him a 9. Goal, assist, rock solid. I think this kid could become a left back. I honestly do. Saka, man of the match in my opinion. 18 years of age, playing really well. Go to centre backs. I give Socrates a 6. I give him a 6. I don't think he had a lot to play against. 6 might seem harsh, but I don't think he was tested that much against Solanke. There was no real service. I give Mustafi a 6 as well. That might seem a bit harsh, but to me as a defender, 6 is average. I think you get 7s and 8s when you really play well, and I don't think they were tested today. So I give him a 6. Guendouzi in midfield, I give him an 8 today. I thought second half he was superb. Seen a little nutmeg. He was calm on the ball. He seems to know how to win free kicks. Guendouzi is one of them players. If he didn't play for Arsenal, you wouldn't like him. He just looks like a little cheat. He dives all the time. He asks for players to be booked. He's a bit naughty, but he played well today, I thought. In the midfield with him, Xhaka, I give Xhaka a 6. Played well, but some sloppy passes, just unnecessarily gives the ball away at times. And against better opposition, he'll get punished. I like the fact he drops in at left back to cover Saka, but you can't give the ball away like that in your own half. Joe Willock in the cam role, I thought he made some good runs. I give him a 7. He hasn't played for a while. I thought he was, getting into good positions. Would have liked to have seen maybe a couple more shots, but he hadn't played for too long. I thought he played well. Martinelli on the left, I thought was good, quality as ever. Goal threat was. What would I give Martinelli today? I'll give Martinelli a 7. I thought he was good without being spectacular. I can't remember him really having many chances, but I'll give Martinelli a 7. We go to Pepe. I give Pepe a 6. I think he's got to do more again. Nice little nutmeg, gets into good areas. How many shots did he have today? How many great crosses did he put in? I think Pepe's got to do a little bit more for me. He's tidy, but he's, for 72 million, I want to see magic. It's going to happen, I hope, but I need to see more. I give him a 6. Go to Eddie Nketiah. I'll give Eddie a 7. I thought he led the line well today. A lot of hard work. He was getting cramp at the end of the game. Scored a good goal. Some good link-up play. I was surprised Eddie didn't come off because I thought Lacazette could have come on and maybe got a goal. And he needed a goal for his confidence. But I'll give Eddie a 7. He got the goal, done the job. That's what strikers are there for. The subs who came on, Holding. I give Holding a 5. I thought he gave the ball away a few times. His positioning wasn't great. He was okay, but he still looks shaky to me, Holding. He really hasn't looked the same player since the injury. Hopefully he just needs time. But a Holding, I'll give a 5 today. Danny Ceballos, I thought looked good when he came on, looked tidy on the ball, kept the ball well, took a few good corners. I thought he could have come on maybe 10 minutes earlier. I give Ceballos a 6. I don't think he got a lot of the ball, but I give him a 6. And Maitland-Niles came on, didn't really have a chance to do anything. I give him a 5. The fans, 10 out of 10. Someone just said there, the fans. I give the fans 10 out of 10 to go all the way to Bournemouth in the rain on a Monday night. Apparently, the last train was 12 minutes past 10 to get back to London. And I don't think the game finished until, 5 to 10. So they had like 17 minutes to get the train. I don't even know how far the train station is. I thought the fans were superb. Let's have a look at some of your ratings as well. See what you're saying. Omar said Ceballos was average 5. Fans get a 10 as well. Said Omar. People are saying Ceballos was a 5. Tom McGurm said Pepe 6. Stan Kroenke says Ceballos is the real deal. Lucky Doob says Jacquot 6. And he says Guendouzi 7. Let's have a look. Ian Hutchinson says Socrates 5. Let's have a look as well. Tom McGurm said Socrates 7. Tim Sear says at left back, what maturity from Saka. Yeah, I thought he was superb today. Man of the match, in my opinion. So yeah, all in all, it was job done. Job done. Brent says Holding gets a 3 from me. JO3C15 says 5 Holding, a 3 or a 4 he would give him. Yeah, he was poor. Absolutely poor. Liam Bryan says, what's your thoughts on the Mauri deal falling apart? I still think the deal will happen. Apparently the plan was always for him to go back to Brazil. Of course, it has come out from Flamengo that Arsenal, are negotiating still. I think they agreed a price and then they sort of changed it. So, but I still think this deal will happen. Ian Hutchinson says Holding useless. Yeah, he's not looking good. The King says, yo, big up. Omar says, good night, lads. It's very late. Happy birthday, Omar. All the best. D Solo 2009. Saka 9 out of 10. Out of position and still smashing it. I think this could become his position. Forever Gunner said, don't be harsh on Holding. Bellerin took time. It was ACL. It's true. It's true. But, when you're on the ball, the quality on the ball, Holding's been back for a little while. He's played quite a few games. I want to see progression from him. I understand he's had a major injury and it does take time, but he needs to step up. Liam Bryan says, love your content, mate. Keep it up. Appreciate that, Liam. Sinbox said, Saka is determined to succeed. He just seems to have the mentality. When I watch him play, he seems focused. He seems determined. He just strikes me as a player who's going to really make it at Arsenal. Maturity way above his age. Basil Eldo said Pepe needs to come more inside. It's because Bellerin is playing as an inverted fullback. Could be true there, but I don't know with Pepe. He just doesn't look to be playing how he played in France. I know it's a lot more difficult, but let's see. Murray Price will double now that Mustafi is injured, says Lucky Dubier. If they've seen that tonight, they will know Arsenal are more desperate. Ian Hutchinson, no excuse. Holding needs to step up. Correct, Curtis. I agree, mate. The Saints had already smashed the like button. Appreciate that, mate. Keep smashing the like button. Leave your comments as well. Appreciate all your interaction. Bert said, if we sold Aubameyang, Curtis, who would be your number one to replace him? Mine would be Lautaro Martinez from Inter. Only 23 and a baller. Not many good strikers out there. This is the problem. And at the right age as well. Who would we get? They're talking about Jovic. I honestly can't think of a striker at this stage who we could get. I really haven't thought about it. Who would you take? Let me know. Well, you know what? Someone said there. Regular says Timo Werner. That is one I would actually take. That is the one I would name. I think he would be expensive, but he's lightning quick. He's scoring bangers this season as well for Leipzig. Andrew Allen says Werner as well. Affordable strikers who score regularly is hard to come by in 2020. That's from Simbot. Forever Guna said Osman Dembele. Oh, no, Moussa Dembele or Haaland. Moussa Dembele, I think, is all right. Nothing special. Haaland's just signed for Dortmund. They're not going to sell him yet. Knight Rider 999 says Leon Bailey. Basil Eldo said Odson Edward. Let's have a look. Take Aguero from City. That's not going to happen. Morteza Tahiri said, Curtis, what do you give Arteta? Well, overall at this stage, I give him a 7. I think he's lifted things. I think it's going to take time, though. I think the board need to back him. And, I still look at this team and think we need a couple. Marco Souza, would you take Chiro Mobley if Laka leaves? I mean, he's got a great goal scoring record. Every time I watch him play live, I just haven't been impressed with him. But he seems to score every other week when I don't watch him. Charlie North, I really like Donny van der Beek. What do you think, Curtis? Very good player. I think a lot of big clubs will target him in the summer. My sound says, big up Curtis, cheers from Vienna, big up man, all the Austria crew. Let's have a look. The Saint Arteta is impressed. Arteta has the guys working as a unit already. I'm impressed, I agree. Ian Hutchinson, can't see us signing anyone. We've got to sign. For me, I think we need to sign 2. I'm seeing breaking news there. Emre Can set to go to Dortmund. I think that's somebody we could have taken. Basil Eldo said Pepe's lazy. Surely Arteta is telling him to up his tenacity. I don't think he's that. No, I don't think he's lazy, man. I just think he needs to get the ball in more attacking areas. Kieran King says Jimenez from Wolves. I don't think he's good enough. I wouldn't want him to replace Aubameyang. Harry said, when are we selling Ozu? I don't expect him to leave. I think he'll see out his contract. Yes, do you think Nketiah has a future at the club, says Marco Sousa? Possibly. I'm not too sure how good Eddie is, but he definitely needs an opportunity. He scored today. Simbox says, nice to see everyone bigging up Curtis. Well deserved, especially responding to people in the chat is a nice touch. Keep it up, Curtis. Yeah, I have to, man. I appreciate all the interaction. Tom McGurm, Arsenal need to be more aggressive. Oh, sorry. Arsenal need to weaken the transfer market. They need to be more aggressive. Are too weak in the transfer market. Need to be more aggressive. The thing is, to be aggressive, you need money. If you're dealing with peanuts, you can't be aggressive. Carlos Butterfield says, big up Curtis from Bermuda. Bless up, man. Respect for tuning in. Ozil to AC Milan with us paying half his wages. Typical Gazidis. I'd take that. I think Ozil, just get him out the door. If you got to pay half the wage, man. What's the problem? Ziyech, and what happened to Fekir, says Arfan. Yeah, he's at Real Betis. I think after the major injury, all the big clubs got put off him. The Saint says, Curtis got a great channel. I like it here. Interactive with us all. That's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. Kyle Gordon, Granite is looking very good in defence. He is, apart from that odd sloppy pass what he plays, and you can get, punished for that. Ian Hutchinson says, Mustafi is no loss, believe me. I get your point, but we're short of people. And at the moment now, that's Louise has been suspended. Your Socrates, and then you got Holding, and that's really it at centre back. And Holding looks shaky at the moment, so we need to get someone in. My sound said Aki was a beast. We need him. I do like him. He's a good defender. I would take him at Arsenal as well. Kieran King says Sabaya showed some fight tonight. He wants to play for his place, I think. Marco Sousa says, why hasn't Zach Medley been given a game yet? No idea. I hear so much about this guy and he never plays. I haven't even seen him on the bench. Bert says, everyone smash that subscribe button for Curtis the Realist, top channel. Really enjoying the live chats with yourself and all the fellow gooners, building a great fan community. That's what it's all about, man, togetherness. Tom McGurm, thanks for, he said, we must mention Kobe Bryant, huge loss to the sporting world, such an icon, RIP. What can you say, man? It puts things in perspective. One of the greatest basketball players of all time, man. RIP to Kobe Bryant and his daughter and all the other people on that helicopter, man. Terrible news, man. Take care of your loved ones, man. The Saint says, I'm a Sheffield United fan, but enjoy this channel. The Saint, I'm good friends with David McGoldrick, actually. Talk to him quite regularly. So he tells me a little bit about Sheffield United. Lee Deaton, big up Saka. Sabias looked good. Right looked weak. Are you talking about the right-hand side of the team? Simbok, this James Rodriguez link is repetitive news. Repetitive news, sorry. It's like Wesley Sneijder being linked to Man U year after year. I just think it's Rodriguez's agent trying to get him a move. Let's have a look. Sam Greenwood said, we need more numbers in the squad as this increased intensity we are playing with is going to cause more injuries and fatigue during the rest of the season. Completely agree. We need at least 2 in this window. Tony Mark says, big up C from Uganda. Xhaka was very, very key to Saka's performance. Keep it up. Respect Tony Mark from Uganda. Saka, yeah, you're right. Xhaka tucking in allows Saka to bomb on, so it does help. Let's have a look. What else? Arsenal Alex says Ceballos and Torreira together could work, but I just don't see. I don't see Xhaka getting dropped. They seem to love him. Nimsy Lot says greetings from Cloud9. You can't believe Arsenal have won a game, right? Hopefully we get a good run in this. Wilson I Juan says hi Curtis. Big up Wilson. Arfan says Pepe takes too much time on the ball. I think he definitely needs to get the ball and move. Let's have a look. Stanley Nakwe said, why is everyone going after Pepe? Please explain this. I think he played more than okay. I thought he was okay. I don't think he was great. And I think a lot of it comes with a price tag, Second top goal scorer in France last year. Huge, reputation last season in the French league. Lots of goals, so much hype around him. Are we seeing that from him at the moment? I think he's okay. I think he needs to do a little bit more, though. He's not terrible, but he's average at the moment. Stan Kroenke said, I think Pepe was our best player today. No chance, man. I do like Pepe, but there's no way he was better than Saka or Guendouzi today. A Nimsy lot, not happy with the penny pinching Mari saga. I mean, just get the deal done, man. Me personally, I still think Pablo Mari will become an Arsenal player. Kyle Gordon, Ceballos is way too slow in recovery. He's been out for a while, man. He needs to get his fitness up. I want to see what Arteta can do with him personally. I still think he can get a good player out of Ceballos. Keegan J, I still don't think Xhaka gets into any top six clubs. Did you see those misplaced passes? In terms of starting lineup, I think he struggles to get in any of a top six club. That's my opinion as well. I agree. Mesfin Kiflu said, hi Curtis, as for me, Pepe is improving and growing under Arteta. Eddie is a real goal sniffer. Willock seems better than his previous games. I think slowly but surely Pepe is getting there. Eddie does look like he can get a goal. He looks a poacher. And I thought Willock was good today. I want to see more of Willock. Simbok, anyone have any news on Ceballos leaving or staying? I think Ceballos will be here till the end of the season. Marco Sousa, if Kroenke's got any ambition, we'd make 110 million bid for Leroy Sané. I would love to see him at Arsenal. I'm not going to lie. I think he'll end up at Bayern Munich. Jim Barkema said, would you sell Aubameyang for 50 mil with 1.5 years left on his contract right now? No, I wouldn't. I would keep him till the summer. If he doesn't want to extend, sell him in the summer, but we need him for the rest of the season. Taib Hussein, Curtis, do you rate any players from the Championship? Off the top of my head, I'll be honest, I know there's good players there. I can't think what Championship player I would target to bring to Arsenal, if any are good enough. Al Haji says, let's be patient with Arteta. He's going to be ups and downs. I agree. Zeditco1 said, Mustafi has turned a corner. We supporters need to back him. I wouldn't say he's turned a corner, but I do agree we need to back him. We need to support every player. I still think Mustafi, if I got a decent bid for him tomorrow, I would sell him. Ian Hutchinson said, Eddie's going to be some player in years to come. It would be nice. Tom McGurm said, need 100 million for Aubameyang or don't sell. There's no way I would sell him on this window unless we get a huge offer. If Barcelona want him, I'd say, give me, I don't know, Osman Dembele and money on top of that. Goal scorers are at a premium now. There's hardly any of them. No Championship players worth getting, says the Saint. Stan Kroenke said Eddie will never be good enough. Oof. Harsh. Kyle Gordon, lay off Pepe. His price tag wasn't his fault. Just great marketing by his team. Oh, I hope you're wrong, man. I hope he becomes a top player. Ikim Aginam said we need a fullback. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Let's have a look. Bert Chardet said, Curtis, just going to throw this out. Should we move for David Silva in the summer? Free agent. And still got third most assists in the league. And he's 34. Absolute Rolls Royce of a player. I wouldn't sign him. Personally, I think he's past his best. I don't think he would look much better than Mesut Ozil in our team. He looks so good for Man City because of the people around him. Zayn Miyasi, big up Zayn in the super chat, always supporting. I appreciate it. Zayn said, "Did you see Ty and Claude are getting strippers on the bus back to celebrate?" I don't blame them, man. Going all the way to Bournemouth, I'm sure they delighted them. They left on the coach in the middle of the afternoon. They're not going to be back till the early hours of the morning, man. I'm sure. Let them celebrate, man. Big up Claude and Ty and all the fans who've gone to the game. Um, Alex Wilden said, "Hello, Curtis. Big up your podcast and big up Robbie for me if you see him." Yeah, man, I will do. Big up Robbie, man. Don Robbie always supporting. I'm sure his interviews are coming out now as well. Everyone watching, keep subscribing to my channel. I appreciate his support. Melly said, Ake was solid today. Would look good in an Arsenal jersey, 100%. I think Ake would be our best centre back, Nathan Ake, and I would look to get him. Although I don't think we could get him till the summer. Nimsy lot, Meza Ozil out, please, someone. Yeah, I agree, but let's not bash Ozil too much tonight. He didn't even play. Bo Janga said, "It's a rare away win. We missed Mustafi after he went off. Our defending did look a little shaky after he came off. Um, so, yeah, big up Mustafi in that sense. D Solo 2009, Lamar as Ozil replacement, 100%. I hope we get him. Alex Wilden said, "Your channel is brilliant, mate." I appreciate that, Alex. Big up everyone in the comments. Simbox said, "Ake and Dunk aren't rated when they should be." It's often, when players play in the Premier League, they're overlooked. I would take Ake and Dunk. In fact, that would be a good defensive partnership, those two playing together. Saka was immense today, says Nikos Dimitru. Let's have a look. Stan Kroenke says Portsmouth in the next round. Yeah, we've got Portsmouth away. I see that if Liverpool beat Shrewsbury, they play Chelsea. So that's another big team getting knocked out. So we could have a chance. Alexander Sepp said, "Why are you not at Bournemouth, bro? I had a lot on today, and the time I would have had to leave to get there, I couldn't. Unfortunately, I gave my ticket to someone else today." Arsenal Forever said, "It looks like Mustafi is done for the season." It didn't look good. Somebody said it's possibly an Achilles injury, and obviously he was stretchered off, so we could literally be down to Socrates and an out of form Holding, and obviously David Luiz when he returns. You cannot get through the Premier League, the FA Cup, and the Europa League with three centre backs. We have to get a centre back in. As I say, I still think Pablo Murray will sign this week. Transfer window closes on Friday. Get some business done. Sign some players. Nimsy lot, we need to get Matvienko. That one seems to have gone quiet now. She's crazy. Let's have a look. Stanley says, "Why do we concede goals 10 minutes to go always? Today we were lucky." Mate, I'll be honest with you, Bournemouth were terrible, but still they got a goal. Still they had, 5 or 6 minutes to put us under pressure. It's not good enough. We should not have conceded a goal tonight. But yeah, Mustafi coming off seemed to unhinge our defence. Tom McGurm, Arsenal need two centre backs in before Friday. I think we'll get one. I don't think we'll get two. Regular says we'll be playing our mascot at the back at this rate. Gunnosaurus and Socrates at centre back, man. Oh my days. Let's have a look. Frank Gunner says, "Nice win. It's all about getting the confidence flowing again." Yeah, that's it, man. And I think I'm right in saying we're unbeaten in 2000 and in 2020. Sorry, so we're doing something right. It's just about turning them draws into wins. D Solo 2009 says, "Smash the like button, Curtis. You and Deluded need a show full time." Yeah, I did a show with Deluded Gooner. Check out his channel as well. Brilliant YouTube channel for Arsenal. We did a collaboration on my channel and one on his channel around 2 weeks ago. If you want to look through, you'll find that on both our channels. We're going to do more shows. At least one a month is the plan. Our expectations, Upper Meccano. Reality is Scalacci back on loan with this board. It's time to go. Claude voice. Can't pull the wall over our eyes, and one decent summer window last year, the Mugs. A whole other subject there. You're taking me into the Kroenke thought process. That guy, we're out here. We can't even get 7.5 million deals done, man. It's a joke. But hey, what can we do? I don't think we can do anything till the summer. Alexander Sepp said, "I don't feel safe with Holding at centre back. He looks scared to get injured." Often when you have a major injury in football, you come back and you're not the same player, or it takes you a while to get used to it. Alex Houlden says, Curtis, my friend requests me on Facebook or Messenger to talk about Arsenal. Over 40 years, Gunners supporters. Sonny Claude, know me, mate. So does Lee Judges. So my friend, if you're talking about me on Facebook, I don't use it, mate. I'm on Twitter usually. Donny Miller says, why can't Arsenal afford 9 million? I think we are the only team in the Premier League who can't. Kroenke needs to go. 100% agree with you, Donny, mate. We got the worst owner. Even Newcastle, who have been going crazy about Mike Ashley for all this time, look as if they're going to be taken over. Nimsy Lot says, on a serious note, big up Mustafi. Yeah, he did well. He did well, It's unfortunate he's got injured. Number one, we can't sell him, and number two, we can't play him, so we lose out in two ways. Tony Mark says, do you think Pepe is dangerous on the left? Why haven't we seen him there? It's interesting, isn't it? We see everyone seems to now play a right footer on the left and a left footer on the right, so they can cut inside and shoot. But like people said, the likes of Leroy Sané and that left footer on the left. So maybe it'd be nice to see him there. Can he just run down the line and whip crosses? It'd be interesting. Vladimir Soskic said, why people are so hyped about Upamecano. The guy has problems with his knees, missed more than 80 games in the last 3.5 years. Do we need one more player who will be a regular in a hospital? Wow, I honestly didn't know he'd missed that many games. Kaif said, my dream centre-back is Laporte. He's so good, but I want Upamecano. Well, listen to the previous comment. Let's have a look. Bert Chardet said, Curtis, do a joint preview with Expressions before the North London derby. Be a good vibe. Something I'm looking at. The next few big games that we have. I'm going to look through the fixtures, but I am going to look to do previews with people who do channels. So, yeah, Expressions, someone I may look at doing something with before the North London derby. Let's have a look. Stan Kroenke said, Pepe is the only player who can take on a man. I think Martinelli can as well, to be fair. But I get your point. There aren't many players who are great at running. Stan Kroenke as well says Konate is better than Upamecano. Dixie says Stan Kroenke is loving it, especially with these youngsters coming through. They are better players than what he is signing, so can't complain. Yeah, man, look after the youngsters. Why is Zach Medley not involved? This guy apparently is a tall centre back, does well in the under 23s, yet we never see him play. Rob Red said, hi Curtis, I do like Pepe, but I wish he would release the ball quicker. Yeah, I agree. Or move the ball quicker in terms of you run with the ball or pass, make your mind up. He gets the ball, he stops, he does little shimmies, and then people double up on him. And by that point, he can't really do anything. Alex Wilden, my centre back would be Duncan Duffy from Brighton, both solid centre backs. Nikos Dimitrou said Eddie seems to be very clinical. Nimsy Lot Martinelli runs like a mix of Alexis and Ronaldo. Big compliment. Something stinks with all this Upamecano talk. Could be a bump, in my opinion. Yeah, there seems to be mixed vibes on Upamecano. From what I've seen of him, he looks very good, but I don't watch him every week, so I couldn't tell you. Last of them said, with Ozil playing how he is, have we no maestro in midfield and we don't know how to be lethal on the wings? I think Ozil needs replacing. The Saint says Martinelli has blistering pace. He's definitely quick. He's fast dribbler, good on the ball. Martinelli is brilliant, man. Hatim Mona said, please bring Bully to your channel. He was the first one I know who was Kroenke out. Do you know what? I haven't seen Bully for a long time. I'm trying to think how long. Could be a couple of years. I haven't seen him on AFTV. I think he still goes to games, from what I've heard. But no, I haven't seen him for a while. Bert Chardet says, Daniel Levy, as much as we hate Spurs, how's he got 20 million for Ericsson? Signed Lo Celso and got Bergwijn for 30 million. 37 million net spend. Two players our board could never. That Lo Celso, I haven't really seen a lot to make me think he's that good in the Premier League, but maybe he needs time. Taib Hussein says, Curtis, do you think Arsenal will beat Burnley on the weekend? I'd like to think so. Aubameyang's back. Big man Abba is back, and that makes all the difference. Pepe, Aubameyang, Martinelli front three for me. That's what I'd like to see. a lot of people have said this. I would like to see Lacazette at number 10. If not, Danny Ceballos. I don't want to see Mesut Ozil at Burnley away. These are the type of games that Ozil struggles in. Very physical. You know, you don't get a lot of time and space on the ball. I'd like to see Ceballos or Laka at 10. And the same, you think Jose will do well at Spurs? They look like they're not spending money, and if they don't spend, he will struggle. You have to spend money with Jose. There's no point bringing him in if you're not. Laka needs to replace Ozil at 10, says Keegan J. Yeah, I would try it. Nimsy Lot said FA Cup is ours. I mean, it's interesting. We've got a good chance of winning the FA Cup, but I just want Champions League football, man. I want us to win that Europa League. I feel like the players that we sign in the next few days by Friday is going to dictate the rest of our season. Let's have a look. Carlos Butterfield said Joe Willock will attack. Needs more game time, a little bit sloppy at times, but has good recovery. Yeah, that's the one thing. I agree with that, Carlos. You know, sometimes he gives the ball away a little bit cheap. And that's something you can't do in the Premier League because better teams will punish you. He looks good on the ball, but sometimes, you know, he seems to pass without really knowing what's around him. But hey, he needs time. Let's have a look. Simbox said, I just don't rate Ozil and haven't for years. Glad I'm not the only one now who thought that. Alex Wilden questioned Curtis, doesn't it seem a bit weird? Cavani to Madrid, Lamar to us. What scares me is PSG are also after Aubameyang. I hope they do sell him now. Or I hope they don't sell him now. Hope they do sell him now, you put. I don't see Aubameyang going anywhere in this window, personally, unless the offer is huge. Munich said, is Mari still joining? I think so, definitely. I think he will sign this week. Otherwise, they will sign somebody who maybe someone who they think is better has come available, and that's why they've backed out of the deal. Willock and Ceballos both look better than Ozil, says Nimsy a lot. And Donny Miller said, Reece and Joe both need time and shouldn't be starting games we desperately need points from. Kyle Gordon said, Aubameyang ain't going unless 100 mil. And Lucky Doob said, everyone looks better than Ozil. Big up everyone who's been watching in the live chat. I appreciate all your support. I'll be doing another video tomorrow. Keep subscribing to the channel. Good win for Arsenal. 2-1 win through to the next round in the FA Cup. Youngsters did their thing tonight. Saka, man of the match. Good goal. Everyone take care. Keep subscribing. Check out the next videos coming up throughout the week. Bless.